Hello and welcome to NTV News. Nauru Airline has announced additional scheduled flight service to Suva, Fiji, effective on 28 August 2025. Nauru Airline will operate a flight service to Nauru to Suva Nosori International Airport. Nauru Airline CEO Mr. Robert Aoi stated that Suva is a strategically important market. Adding a second gateway to our Fiji operation, it will allow us to enhance regional connectivity and offer even greater passenger, ACI and cargo opportunities to our customers. Flight schedule service to Suva Nosori International Airport is effective on the 28th of August 2025. Now to the stories that make this week's bulletin. A swearing ceremony took place on Wednesday 21st August, which witnessed 5 additional personnel taking their oath of appointment as lay magistrates, with the Minister of Justice and Border Control Honorable Lionel Engamia MP presiding of the ceremony.
The lay magistrate plays a vital role within the justice system, holding a criminal and non-criminal cases. The ceremony saw 5 individuals swearing as lay magistrate at the Minister Engimia's office on Thursday 21st August.
It was approaching midnight on Sunday 17 August 2025 when Mr. BJ Scotty was reunited with his family at the Anabete Community Boat Harbour after enduring an incredible 3 days adrift at sea. What began as a simple fishing trip in the afternoon of Friday 15th August turned into a fight for survival, as he found himself far from his destination Nauru, battling the unpredictable nature of the sea, and relying solely on the fish he caught prior to being stranded due to being low on outboard engine fuel.
Ay minna katray, kokre minna katray. Ibid kar katray na wata bot. Tabar karona ona wata bot. Pakka karona me. Penchina katray. Aya katan tekan. Ta penchina katray nyan nga katuno penchin.
Fortunately for Scotty, an experienced fisherman, he relied on his fishing gear and skill to survive this ordeal. His experience not only highlights the unpredictability of the weather at sea, but it also showcases human resilience and the instincts to survive. After enduring 3 long days and many miles in open water, Mr. Scotty was fortunate to be spotted by a Taiwan province of China fishing vessel named Fongqua.
Sunday, ta day me, Jeko. Me edwan kalani oge alani ya kami ko kami ayit me tabukar wain ami midun kiat kalung na helikopter tarre to jeta ala helikopter karona re bina rescue rain ain nga webera tarre ta mera ate ko karni re chichene bina me mera yo bina rem rescue ya binaren rescue ayar kedun nangamen mono helikopter imina rojame tabikan warabikan karena ready kar biname agarieta yo ngarieta yo achida garengata kami ngarengata me.
The vessel's crew quickly assessed the situation and provided assistance, which ultimately allowed Scotty to return safely to shore. This encounter illustrated the connection of global fishing community where fishermen help one another in times of distress.
Namunit kartimin tengkaranga tebak karamet monibe, mewarat monibe nga oyok karbin, oyok karanawe, ekipit panen tebak karamet monibe dengan sebaya mertuana ya wa family agaya mengai wala once tebak monibe bet oh dengan bina kami yo kono re. Tengkarat tepat kami bina team, bina rescue team, especially fisheries involved etakar, bina karwar etakar, ura memory karyan, agak kayat bina memory yang tunia keterai, involved kar etakar, har kontak no piu mak na involved betul ni yep, har kontak ye baton, tekan kar nga. Mune kami ikon regata me nga tebakar kami walk jane kana me mune be tebakar nga ekibet pumayami tunami sacrifice tebakar mi sacrifice dego my we mi family mawam secheya manania by nga kami yone ka try not tek by mamanania mania martuana me pata kaya mengai teba manga mina bit nga ya mesine mina bit mina buya mina itu nga kaya research bit nga teba bit kami ya na kana mina temoni bit na mi tota mi puk toto rami ma mina rescue mina wow mam sa chia nga teba kar kami be in behalf of family tegana mi kenen tege ami Ureya, ami Mac, Totami Effect.
This emotional reunion highlights the importance of family support during tough times. Additionally, Mr. Scott's experience should be a clear message to all fishermen that they should be aware of weather forecast and to be prepared to take with them relevant items to ensure their safety return when they go out fishing and encounter similar incidents out in the open water. In August 2024, the Chinese Chamber of Commerce was officially established with a clear mission to unite all Chinese business owners and communities. This new organization aims to provide support, resource, and networking opportunity for those involved in Chinese businesses, fostering a sense of community and collaboration. Nori Media spoke with the president, Mr. Zheng Chuyi, to gather insights and the impact on its future plans. Despite its recent establishment, the Chinese Chamber of Commerce has already begun to play a vital role in promoting economic growth and cultural understanding among Chinese entrepreneurs.
So far, the Chinese Chamber office doesn't have a fixed office location. We're still working on it because of the land problem. We need to work it out. And for now, we stay connected mainly through phone, email. Anyone who interested to welcome to reach out. Yeah, so you are welcome to open and to help. Yeah.
One of the primary goals of the Chamber is to create a united front for Chinese business owners. In today's global economy, collaboration can lead to greater success by bringing together Chinese entrepreneurs. The Chamber can help them share ideas and resources and experiences.
The Chamber mainly offers three things. First, a platform for Chinese community members to support each other. Second, opportunities to promote trade, cultural exchange between China and Nauru. Third, access the information resources to networks to help people integrate better into local society. So, individual, it provides support and connection, and for both China and Nauru. It serves as a bridge for cooperation. Yeah, that's our purpose for the Chinese Chamber of Commerce.
Through the Chamber, Chinese business owners have a platform to connect and work together to overcome challenges and seize opportunities. While the Chinese Chamber of Commerce is still in its early stages, it currently operates without a designated building. This indicates a focus of virtual connection rather than physical spaces. Business owners and community members are primarily contacted via email and phone, which allow for greater flexibility. This digital approach recognizes the increasing importance of technology in conducting businesses. The vibrant celebration of Wibuman Naraweni 2025 held on the 19th of August brought together Nauruan tribal communities, including guests on the island, to witness Nauru traditional cultural wares, especially the crowning of Miss Teen Naraweni 2025. Beautiful Miss Teen J. Wanga from the Yano tribe stood out during the celebration and has claimed the title of Miss Teen Naraweni 2025.
The events held at the Link Belt Oval was packed with locals and foreign visitors who gathered to enjoy the Miss Arweni pageant, cultural showcases, and a feast. This year's Miss Arweni pageant featured 8 contestants proudly representing their tribes from Eyamat, Eyamadamat, Eyano, Irwa, Eyaru, Deboy, Emangam, and Emie. Each contestant played proud in their heritage through traditional Irwa chants, traditional wear, and cultural performances. After an inspiring showcase, the judges announced the following winners. Miss Teen Arweni 2025 went to Miss Iano J. Wanga, with first runner-up Miss Yamat Jenica Joram, and second runner-up going to Miss Iyamatmut Moida Hesti Adeang. Special awards were also presented Miss Crown and Glory was presented to Miss Iamut. Miss Elegance went to Miss Yano. Best Iruwo and Traditional Wear was awarded to Miss Brenisa Amram from the Irua tribe. The celebrations extended beyond the pageant with tribes competing in cultural categories. For head garland category, first prize went to Yamadamut, second Eano, and third from Ranibak tribe. For Inuit traditional food, first prize went to Irua tribe, second Deboy, and third Eano. Ranibak tribe won the first prize in the tribal banner competition with Deboy second and Iaru third. Minister for National Heritage Honorable Chamin Scotti emphasized the importance of the celebration, stating that celebrating Arweni is one of the government's priorities is to strengthen and preserve our tribal identity by bringing together locals from all tribes to share in cultural traditions. Organized by the Department of National Heritage, the event was a great success with the support of the Government of Nauru, sponsors Neotel and Senpac, and other corporations who contributed to the event.
25 local teachers are taking part in a learning course on a certificate in primary teaching program, initiative introduced by the Education Department as capacity building for the teachers. The training program held on USB Nauru campus commenced on the 11th August and will be run till June next year.
The primary teaching program, spearheaded by the Education Department, was introduced as a capacity building program, aims to foster and upskill the teaching capabilities of the 25 teacher trainees for the learning benefits of students.
The course covers theories on human development, and it's important for these teacher trainees to learn about why students behave the way they do, and also be able to create relevant interventions or teaching strategies to enhance students' learning.
The training components will be available in 8 courses with human development lifespan approach, commencing the first phase of the training program.
One of the benefits of doing the program is that teachers will be skilled on relevant pedagogies or teaching strategies to use to inspire students, as well as create innovative classrooms to engage students' learning so that they could be encouraged to learn and develop their capacity, academic-wise as well as holistically, because the program also involves physical education, music, and expressive arts, and the normal elementary or primary subjects. So English, social sciences, health science, maths or numeracy, as well as the PMAC subjects. So
these 25 teacher trainees participating in this program consists of 6 high school graduates and 19 current local teachers. In addition, Dr. Rosiana Langi, the coordinator of the training program, extends our acknowledgement to the Education Department for this initiative and USB Nauru for their support in hosting this program.
The unveiling of the Commonwealth Bank sign and cutting of the ribbon by President David Adyang MP and Australia's Assistant Minister for Pacific Affairs and Tourism, Senator Nita Green, officially launched the Commonwealth Bank of Australia in Nauru. This milestone event, which took a few years to work out since Bendigo Bank cited its intention to cease operation, has happened, much to the delight of the Government of Nauru and the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. Reporter Benedict Depodu for more on the story.
The official launch of the Commonwealth Bank in Nauru commenced right after the arrival of His Excellency the President Honorable David Adyang MP. After a brief welcome and introduction of the day's program, an opening prayer to bless the day's events was delivered by Pastor Kakibur Adyang. President Adiang was then invited to the podium to deliver his opening remarks, where he acknowledged and welcomed his cabinet colleagues and distinguished guests. President Adiang continued by saying that today marks a significant milestone in opening the Commonwealth Bank of Australia in Nauru.
This is the outcome of the enduring and close relationship between Nauru and Australia. Our relationship grounded not only in geography and history, but in the friendship and family bonds that connect our peoples. Under the treaty, our two nations work in close partnership to safeguard Nauru's future, strengthen our economy, and ensure our continued connection to the world.
President Adiang also reflected on when Bendigo Bank opened here in Nauru over a decade ago, and those said they are departing. President Adiang warmly welcomed Commonwealth Bank, Australia's largest bank and public company,
which has stepped forward to ensure that the banking needs of our government and our businesses and our people continue to be met. This new agency banking model will enable the delivery of modern CommBank products and services to all Nauruans. And more importantly, it provides Nauru with continued access to the international financial system, something vital for our financial stability and economic resilience.
The Commonwealth Bank is no stranger to Nauru, as it operated here before our independence in 1968.
The return of CommBank is also, in a way, a return to our roots. Because even before independence in 1968, the Commonwealth Savings Bank of Australia operated an agency right here in Nauru. And around 70 years ago, that agency held deposits equivalent to $2.2 million in today's value across 1,200 accounts. Today, our government agency manages deposits of around 275 million, with more than 10,000 customers holding a total of 17,000 accounts.
President Adiang concluded by acknowledging Bendigo Bank for their years of service, while today we celebrate more than just a new banking arrangement, but a renewed commitment to partnership.
And we will continue to support this work through the Pacific partnerships maintained by Australia's AUSTRAC. Australia's support to the Pacific is comprehensive and it is growing. We are investing in digital infrastructure, including undersea telecommunications cables for every Pacific Island Forum country by the end of 2025, including Nauru.
As we open these new agencies today, we do so with great excitement and a clear vision to serve Nauru's people and enterprises, to contribute to economic growth and to support the future prosperity of both our nations.
After remarks by Senator Honourable Nita Green and the Commonwealth Bank of Australia Executive General Manager Mr. Mark Jones, President Adiang and Senator Green witnessed the unveiling of the Commonwealth Bank sign, and they proceeded to cut the ribbon to officially open Commonwealth Bank of Australia in Nauru. President Adiang and Senator Green, along with VIP guests, then entered the Commonwealth Bank office, where they witnessed President Adiang make the bank's first transaction. Before her next appointment, Senator Green visited the War Memorial at Highway Boulevard, where she paid her respects by laying a wreath.
Senator Nita Green, Australia's Assistant Minister Pacific Affairs and Tourism, also visited Nauru Emergency Services to officially hand over firefighting uniform dominated by the Australia. Reporter Rebecca Rupea reports.
During her official visit to Nauru, Senator Nita Green meets with representatives of the Nauru Emergency Service to formally present a donation of 43 firefighting uniforms. This gesture underscores Australia's ongoing commitment to supporting Nauru's emergency response capabilities and strengthening bilateral cooperation in public safety and disaster preparedness. Australian High Commissioner to Nauru, Mr. Matthew Barclay, delivered remarks to attendees during the handover ceremony.
We love partnering with NES. You are all doing amazing work. We are here to stand shoulder to shoulder with you. These uniforms are a sign of our partnership, but it is not the end point, it is a starting point, and we will continue to work together. So continue to do what you do, doing it well, and Always, if there is a need for more support, speak to us. We are very keen to ensure that you are prepared and ready to keep all of us here safe. But again, it's been a real privilege to have Senator Green here, to be joined by Secretary Barassi, who's a true champion for Nauru, and all of our friends from NES. You do an amazing job. Keep doing what you're doing. Anyone win!
Senator Green also shared a few thoughtful remarks before presenting the uniforms to the Nauru Emergency Service firefighters.
It is an honour and a privilege to be with all of you who perform such an incredibly important job here in Nauru to protect your people and to keep them safe. And I just want to begin, before I talk about this handover of essential equipment, to congratulate you on the work that you did just last night in the search and rescue for the two fishermen. I heard that their families were waiting for them when they came back to the port, and it rained overnight, which is a blessing, a sign of a blessing. So congratulations to all of you, and really a sign of your professionalism and work. We're here today because Australia and Nauru is working in very strong partnership on in a number of ways, but particularly around security and resilience. And your jobs and the work that you do is an incredibly important part of that. That's why we're here today to hand over this equipment, but of course we continue to work on any of the needs that Nauruans have, whether it was the transportation of rice and looking at food security and looking at opportunities to work together to strengthen our search and rescue capabilities. These are the things that our fire departments back in Australia are very excited to work with you on. I want to acknowledge the New South Wales Fire and Emergency Services who are handing over the equipment today. I want to also acknowledge the Tasmanian Fire and Emergency Services who I understand perform a lot of training. I'm not sure which of you have been to Tasmania, it's very cold down there. But I want to acknowledge their work as well. And as a Queenslander, I know how important our emergency services really are. I live in a part of the world where we face fire and flood and drought and cyclones every single summer, and we couldn't survive without the work that your counterparts in Australia do. So here today, I'm very proud to be handing over these essential equipments, and I want to acknowledge that this is one step further to making sure that the NES is one of the most professional emergency services groups in the Pacific, and that Australia will continue to be the partner of choice when it comes to security, when it comes to resilience, and that is part of being of the Pacific family.
The Secretary of National Nauru Emergency Service shared his heartfelt appreciation to the Australian government for standing with Nauru in service and solidarity.
Today we acknowledge the generous donation of personal equipment donated by Australia. It's a clear testament to strengthen our partnership. This equipment is more than a gear, it's a lifeline for our first responder. This PPE set will enable our NES team to operate safely and effectively across firefighting, disaster response, and civil aviation response. The Australian Assist program that was led by Superintendent Brian Smart, that the first sent over, has been integral in coordinating this support and safeguarding Nauru's future. Just want to acknowledge him for his good work. With this provision, we are moved one step closer to a safer and more prepared nation. Thank you, and may our collaboration continue to strengthen our resilience. At Winnie, we are family.
Following the warm, heartfelt ceremony, the delegates gathered for a group photo with NES staff, proudly showcasing the new uniforms. They then enjoyed light refreshments while engaging in friendly conversation before proceeding to their next site's visits.
Senator Green visited the University of South Pacific Nauru campus to officially launch the 2025 Education and Training Funding Agreement. This event was attended by the Deputy Minister, Honorable Isabella Terrero, education officials, school students, and guests.
Senator Green next visited the University of the South Pacific Nauru campus with her delegation to celebrate education along Deputy Minister Honorable Isabella Terrero MP, senior education officials, Nauru primary school students, and other attendees. Senator Nita Green had the opportunity to meet senior education officials and interact with students from Nauru Primary School. Students warmly welcomed her by sharing insights into their daily school routines, guided and supported by their dedicated teachers. Darina Kuhn, the Secretary for Education, shared her remarks.
We gathered to officially mark the launch of DFA to Education, an agreement that provides not only vital financial resource, but flexibility, responsiveness, and alignment with their national priorities. In addition to the Nauru Education Program, the commitment of the Government of Australia is empowering us to make long-term investments in the quality and resilience of our education system. Honourable Assistant Minister, your government's approach, grounded in mutual respect and country ownership, has given us the space and confidence to innovate, to adapt, and to learn. And as our President recently reminded us, the success of education depends not only on government and institutions, but on every Nauruan being a champion for learning, in our homes, in our churches, and in our communities. Today is a reminder of what we can achieve when we work together, with shared goals, mutual accountability, and most importantly, a shared commitment to our children.
Senator Nita Green also shared her heartfelt remarks with those in attendance, highlighting the significance of the occasion.
The Nauru Education Program has a significant goal to ensure that every Nauru student is receiving the world-class education that they deserve. Australia is providing an extra $1.43 million to the Department of Education and $510,000 to the Department of Vocational Training and Professional Development. Together, this nearly $2 million additional funding means that the Department of Education can provide funding for 15 students to attend high school in Queensland, funding to maintain the Queensland Certificate of Education Standards in Nauru, and more training from Nauru's teachers. It will also make sure that we can fund early intervention screening for students for learning disabilities so that they can get the assistance that they need at the earliest possible stage. And the $510,000 for TAFE Queensland to deliver training for Year 12 students at the Nauru Secondary School. It has had success, including the introduction of the morning routine, which we saw today, which was fantastic, in supporting delivering of examinations, development of early years framework, and the establishment of Literacy and Numeracy Teacher Champions Network.
After the event, Senator Green and her delegation joined education officials and students for group photos, enjoyed refreshments, and presents gifts to the students.
Senator the Honourable Nita Green, together with Australian High Commissioner Matthew Barclay and delegation, also met with Nauru's National Security Committee at the Parliament Committee Room. Senator Green was met with Nauru's National Security Committee Director General in Mrs. Christiana De Tenemo, National Security Advisor Shonadine Nadiang, Legal Analyst and Director for Human Rights Mrs. Stella Taburja, National Security Lead and Director of National Disaster Risk Management Demiski Rewaru, Security Lead and Nauru DFAT Director of International Security Mr. Rastra Benjamin exchanged views on national security on both countries. President Adiang and Senator Green took part in the groundbreaking ceremony for Nauru's International Airport project. The groundbreaking ceremony for Nauru Airport project was conducted on Tuesday morning, 19th of August.
The official part of the ceremony took place at the Nauru Airport tarmac while the groundbreaking ceremony was conducted at the airport runway away in front of the fire and rescue building. The official part of the program commenced after President Adeang and Senator Green arrived and were seated along with the Minister for Transport, Minister for Foreign Affairs and Trade, the Australian High Commissioner, including the Secretary for Transport and Nauru secondary school students. The Nauru International Airport project is an important development that will help connect Nauru to new opportunities and improve access for future generations. To bless today's program, Civil Aviation staff delivered the opening prayer before President Adeang was invited to the podium to deliver his remarks.
The groundbreaking ceremony of the runway resurfacing project, a project that speaks to the enduring strength of the partnership between our two countries, Nauru and Australia, and our shared commitment to building for the future.
The project, worth $50 million, was awarded under the Nauru-Australia Infrastructure Partnership through the Australian Infrastructure Financing Facility for the Pacific, and it is expected to be completed in the first quarter of 2026.
It reflects Nauru's national priorities and demonstrates Australia's long-term commitment to delivering high-quality, climate-resilient infrastructure for our people.
Significant progress has already been achieved with the safe and successful removal of unexploded ordnance from the runway was a critical milestone. A total of 96 anomalies were investigated with 2 500-pound bombs and 1 5-inch naval shell discovered and rendered safe. This critical work has paved the way for the next stage, which is the resurfacing of the airport pavement. Once completed, this project will provide Nauru with a resurfaced runway, upgraded air traffic control equipment, and improved airport fencing.
These upgrades will ensure our airport continues to meet international standards, will extend its service life, and most importantly, improve safety for all who travel to and from our shores.
President Adeang is pleased to learn that flight management has been carefully coordinated with a strategy between Downer and Nauru Airlines with the support of civil aviation authorities. The strategy involves completing the resurfacing portion in stages, working around scheduled flights. This approach aims to minimize disruption and ensures the airport remains operational throughout the life of the project. It ensures that Nauru remains connected to the world and that our airport continues to serve as a gateway for the future generations. President Adeang concluded his remarks by extending his deepest gratitude to the government and people of Australia. President Adeang also took the opportunity to thank Downer, Nauru Airlines Airport Authority, and all those who have contributed and were involved in making this project a reality.
Australia is proud to be Nauru's partner of choice, including on critical infrastructure such as airport runway project. I was amazed to hear about all of the incredible work that has been done, including successfully rendering safe the 3 unexploded ordnance under the runway. Of course, this $50 million investment is another symbol of our shared partnership. Nauru and Australia are family, and today we're upgrading the runway that connects us. Thank you.
After the conclusion of the official part of the program, the attendees boarded the green bus provided to the opposite side of the airport runway for the groundbreaking ceremony. At the groundbreaking site, a Year 9 Nauru secondary school student representing Nauru's future said a few words of what this project means, while another student placed the time capsule in the ditch prepared. With shovels landing with soil, President Adeang and Senator Green, along with cabinet ministers and the Australian High Commissioner, were invited to proceed with the groundbreaking ceremony to officially commence the Nauru International Airport project.
A bilateral meeting was held on Tuesday, 19 August between His Excellency President David Adeang MP and Senator MP Nita Green, Assistant Minister for Pacific Affairs and Tourism, at the Government Office Cabinet Room.
The meeting's discussion was on various topics regarding cooperative assistance and ventures between Australia and Nauru, such as the Australia-Nauru Treaty, Commonwealth Bank, and others. During her visit at the Jab Oval for the AUSKIC program, Senator Green witnessed and participated in some of the activism programs organized for the kids by AFL Nauru. Afterwards,
In an exclusive interview with Australian Senator Honourable Nita Green, Assistant Minister for the Pacific Affairs and Tourism, spoke with Nauru Media and the Government Information Office during her visit to Nauru. That was the Australian Assistant Minister for Pacific Affairs and Tourism, Senator Nita Green.
Australia and Nauru are family, and that's why it's so important that I'm here for this visit. I've just been appointed the Assistant Minister a few months ago, and this is one of my first visits to a Pacific country. And Nauru and Australia have been working really hard over the last few years, and all of that hard work led to the signing of a treaty by our Prime Minister and of course His Excellency, and that treaty really signifies the strength of our partnership. Well, the treaty is all about elevating our strong relationship, and particularly on securing the future of both of our nations. We both want a secure and prosperous region, and the treaty is all about making sure that security is front of mind. Australia is providing budget support through the treaty of $100 million, and that's about economic security for Nauru. We're also providing $40 million through the treaty for security uplift, and the measures that we fund through that project will be guided by the Nauru National Security Agenda, and of course by the President. Outside of the treaty, Australia also provides $46 million in development funding. So that's funding that goes to support gender equality, healthcare, education and infrastructure. Just today I was able to meet some of your bright young Nauruan students and learn a bit about the support that we're providing in the Education Department. But we're also working on major infrastructure projects, and tomorrow I'll attend the groundbreaking ceremony of the airport upgrade, a project that's worth $50 million and is all about making sure that aviation security is front of mind and that the runway has a very long future here in Nauru. Well, this is such an exciting event that we were able to attend today, and to see His Excellency undertake the first transaction at the Commonwealth Bank of Australia located here in Nauru was a very special moment. Of course, everyone in Nauru understands how important banking is for economic security, and there's been a long history over many years of insecurity when it comes to banking services. I do want to thank the Commonwealth Bank of Australia. They've really worked very hard to establish their agency here, and they're a very trusted brand in Australia, and so I think that this signifies a very long-term commitment from the bank and long-term security for the people of Nauru. Australia is very committed to providing these banking services, and that's why we elevated the issue up into our treaty between our two leaders. We recognise how important it is. The Commonwealth Bank of Australia has indicated that they're prepared to provide a long-term commitment to Nauru, and I think the celebration today that we've had was a very good indication that they see the benefit of being here, as well as the Australian government.
And that's all we have for in this update. Thanks for your company. See you again next week for more local news.